The Legend of Zelda is by far one of the best games ever made, full of passion, charisma, epic battles, magic, saving the world, and rescuing the girl. But as you all know, there has been some conspiracy around the official timeline being wrong, for many obvious reasons that others like HMK, Dr. Wily, Commonwealth Realm, McIntyre, MatPat, Zelda Master, and so on have already covered. But today, I'm going to present to you a theory so wild, so controversial, so out there, the Zelda fans around the world are going to laugh, cry, rage, pull their hair out, and maybe even throw their Zelda memorabilia out the window forever. Warning, this may ruin your childhood and the way you think about Zelda. At the end of Ocarina of Time, Zelda sends Link back to his childhood, creating the Child Era. He is able to alert Zelda of Ganondorf's intentions, therefore they are able to stop him. So if Link closed the door of time as instructed, Ganondorf could have not have gotten the Triforce of Power, right? And if Ganondorf could not get the Triforce of Power, Link could not have defeated him, sealed him, and gone back in time afterwards, right? If Link could not have done this, he could not have been there to close the door of time in the first place, right? So, the adult era takes place after Ocarina of Time, with Link no longer there, since he was sent back in time by Zelda, and Ganondorf returns, but without Link there to stop him, chaos follows and the land of Hyrule is flooded, which leaves us with the Wind Waker. So basically, the adult era takes place right after Ocarina of Time, with Ganondorf sealed and Link being sent back in time. However, if Link was sent back in time, and he alerted Zelda, which stopped Ganondorf, wouldn't that mean that the events told in the adult era cannot exist now? Yes, I'm saying it. The adult timeline is nothing more than a fable, a dream, a mere story, a figment of Link's or the deity's imagination. The same Ganondorf who was sealed away in the adult era was already killed since Link alerted Zelda as a child, which led us to the events of Twilight Princess after Majora's Mask. So what does this all mean? It means a paradox has occurred, causing a chain reaction that unravels the very fabric of the Zelda space-time continuum, destroying the entire adult timeline. Haven't you ever noticed how things in the adult timeline are strange? Especially with how small the Master Sword is? There was no logic to define why the Master Sword would decrease its size by half just because Link is a child. And how the Mirror Shield design in Wind Waker is completely different from all the other games besides the Minish Cap. Seems like that shield, because it was seen in the distant past, made it into the projection for the adult timeline. Why pearls instead of stones? Well, you get the point. Now, before you scroll down and comment, "But Zen, in the adult timeline, everything has happened that has happened in Ocarina of Time. Link stopped Ganon, went through all the temples, freed the sages, and so on, but when Zelda sends Link back to reclaim his childhood, that doesn't cause the reality to stop existing, so time continues after the defeat of Ganon, but without Link because he's back in this past timeline?" Well, know this. From any other game, TV show, movie, or story involving time travel, like The Flash for example, when you go forward in time, then go back in time, the you that was in the future is no longer there. And obviously, you go back to where you came from, meaning you were never there in the first place at all. A time paradox is powerful enough that the resulting destruction cannot be smaller than an entire galaxy. So right there, we can confirm that the adult timeline has ceased to exist, for sure. And if it did exist, there would be no Link to incarnate, at all. When there could still be an adult timeline, where Zelda and everyone else remains as an adult, but there would be no Link. Link didn't die in that timeline, therefore he could not be reincarnated in that timeline as the Wind Waker. The evidence of this is staggering, and like many conspiracy theories, it seems insane until it's proven, like in the past with mankind's history, where it's proven that theories once thought ridiculous, they could only be lies or witchcraft, ended up being 100% true. All geniuses were thought to be crazy, at first, like Einstein, Tesla, even Siddhartha, until he became the Buddha. Now I could go through and find lots of time travel references, but that would leave the fun out of it for you. So what do you think? Post your opinion in the comments below. Whether positive or negative, or even just a question, I'll be happy to read it and respond. But that is all for today. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode, Fight Friday, and next week's Theory Thursday episode, where I'll cover even more outrageous theories from games like Zelda, Final Fantasy, Chrono Cross, the Tales series, and etc. And don't forget to check out my other videos. I am a musician, and I have tons of material for all tastes, all ages, all genders, all species. You get the point. I am your host, Zen Starwalker, for Theory Thursday. May peace be with you, and have a wonderful New Year's.